Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Bilkis. How you doing? Today's class will be on how to draft a basic skirt, which is like the easiest thing ever. I'm going to show you step by step on how to do that. And if today is your first time of checking out my channel, you're welcome. Please make sure you subscribe and tap on the notification bell to get notified each time we put up a video. Please check out my other channel, Bilkis Signatures for Lovely DIYs and Bilkis Kitchen for Lovely Food Recipe. You can follow me on Instagram, Bilkis Signatures, and on Facebook, Sewing Innovations. So right now, let's get to work. What are the essential measurements needed for the skirt? First, you need the waist circumference. In case you don't know how to take your measurement, I'll put a link in the description box below on how to take your accurate body measurement. Waist circumference is 26. I'm using a small size measurement. Hip circumference is 36. Then the waist to the hip measurement is 7 inches, while the length of the skirt itself is 20 inches. Then the bust span, meaning the distance from one nipple to another, is 7 inches. So these are the required measurement. Now, in forming this box we have here, you will need the largest circumference, which is the hip circumference of 36 inches. All you have to do is to divide 36 into 2, and then you have 18 inches, which is what I have here. So my total box is 18 inches, and all you have to do again is to divide into 2, which will give you 9 for the center back and 9 for the center front. So let's quickly get started. The next measurement you will need to insert will be the waist to hip measurement, which from our measurement is 7 inches. So that cuts across. That's good. The next thing is to insert the waist circumference, and for each panel you have to divide your circumferences by 4. So here from my waist measurement, I have 26 inches, so I'm going to divide that by 4 to have 6.5, which will be inserted on the upper part here. Then we will need to insert that is to give a lovely fitting on your outfit. So for the skirt, by standard is 1 inch, that is ½ inch on both sides of the dart. I'm now going to add that 1 inch to this measurement I have here to make it 7.5. Since I have 6.5 plus 1 will give me 7.5. Good. Then by standard, you need to go up by ½ inch. So let's note that there. Coming to the waist circumference, now we have 36 inches. When you divide that by 4, you have 9. But this box contains of 9 inches because we use the hip circumference to determine the box. So I already have my 9 inches here. Then by standard, you go up by 1 inch. Yeah, because you don't want the curve exactly on your hip to be fitting, because the hip is thick. So that is why you go up by 1 inch. Then we can connect from this ½ inch we came up by straight down. So that's what I have. I haven't done that now. The next thing is to insert the dart. For the dart, you will need your bust span measurement. The bust span measurement here is 7 inches. So when you divide that by 2, you have 3.5. I will now have to take the dart of 1 inch on both sides. That's going to be sewn in ½ inch on both sides. For the front panel, I'm just going to go up by 2 inches and then connect to each dart. That is fine. The the next thing we are going to do before we move to the other panel is to connect this straight here. And what I'm going to do now is to just connect with my hip cuff into the middle of the dart. So the pattern is on. I'm going to connect the darts. Good. So the front panel is finished, so we have to move to the back panel. So the same thing we did, the 6.5 inches we measured here will be inserted here, and don't forget the 1 inch for the dart, making 7.5. Go by 1/2 inch. The next thing will be the bust span, half of the bust span measurements. For the back, I'm going to go by 1.5. You connect from here to the 1 inch we came up by. Now the skirt is formed. You can see that was pretty easy. So now this is what your typical basic skirt pattern looks like. Then I'm just going to talk briefly about some alterations, whereby in case you want your skirt to be tapered, like pencil skirt, you want it to be tapered at the lower part, there are some alterations you do, and how to insert your vents, which I'm going to quickly talk about. For instance, if you want it tapered, this is the side panel, this is the center front, the center back, and the side panel. So all you have to do is minimum of 1/2 inch on both sides to 1 inch. Yeah, it depends on how much you want it to be tapered, especially for someone hippie. The more measurements you take, the more beautiful it comes out. So I'm just going to take 1/2 inch on both sides. This is totally optional. Yes, it is optional, but if you want to taper skirts, so come down by 1 inch here. If you want it to be tapered, this is what it looks like. I only took 1/2 inch. You could go in as much as 1 inch. So now let's quickly talk about the vent. So by standard, your vent should be 15 inches from your waist area, except you want drama or you want extra slits. That totally depends on you, but by standard, these 15 inches. Now let me quickly talk about something which is optional, especially for people that has big bum. You could even alter the center back you could just make it tapered at the center back, whereby it makes your butt prominent. So you could go in between 1/2 inch to 3/4. We spoke about that in detail in our online classes, whereby we talk about butt alteration and those with big tummy. We did that in detail, so that is totally optional in case you want that. So okay, let me just do that with pencil for those that are interested. Between 1/2 inch to 3/4 is fine. can just connect it straight down here. So that's what it's going to look like. That is totally optional. Then now for the wideness of your vent, it is between 2 inches to 2.5, but by standard it is 2 inches, except you want it wider. So after that, you make it straight 2 inches. Then for style, you can just come down by 1/2 inch to 3/4 inch. So come to the lower part to 2 inches. You could check out our online classes. We spoke about how to cut it, how to alter it, alteration for big butts and big tummy, how to sew it up, how to sew the vent and all that. So this is what your basic skirt looks like. And you can see that was just the easiest thing ever. So if my tutorial on how to make this has been helpful, don't forget to give me a giant thumbs up. And please make sure you subscribe, share the link with your family and friends. Don't forget to check out my other channel, Bilkis Signatures and Bilkis Kitchen. So I'm just going to cut it off. What the basic skirt looks like. You can see it's just so easy. So with these skirts and your basic bodies, you can make a perfect dress. Yeah. So guys, I have to go right now. I remain your girl Bilkis. Bye.